Welcome to our channel. Today we will be reviewing the top 5 World War films. If you're ready, let's get into the video. Set in April 1945, during the final days of the war, the film focuses on the American tank crew and their involvement in the invasion of Germany. A well-equipped Sherman tank named Fury and its crew embark on a challenging mission under the leadership of experienced Sergeant Don Collier. As the crew endures the horrors of war daily, they are also tasked with training Norman Ellison, a young soldier newly drafted into the war who has yet to encounter its grim realities. While Norman comes to terms with the brutal truths of combat, the film delves into the relationships within the crew and their struggle to retain their humanity. As the conflict intensifies, the team's solidarity, courage, and sacrifices are put to the ultimate test. The story, set during World War I, begins with the excited perspectives of Paul Bäumer, a German high school student, and his friends about the war. However, upon arriving at the front lines, the heroic war they had imagined is replaced by hunger, fear, and violence. The film delves deeply into the destructive psychological effects of war on individuals and the horrors of life on the front line. As Paul and his friends struggle to survive, the decisions made by high-ranking officers who ignore the meaninglessness of the war add a tragic dimension to the story. This dramatic narrative reveals the true face of war. Set during World War II, the film focuses on the dramatic evacuation of hundreds of thousands of British and French soldiers who are surrounded on the beaches of Dunkirk. As the German army advances, the soldiers are trapped on the shore, trying to survive amidst the attacks while hoping for rescue. The film explores the one-week wait on land, the one-day rescue effort by civilian boats at sea, and the one-hour battle by pilots in the air, all in 3 different timelines. Christopher Nolan, combining minimal dialogue with visuals and Hans Zimmer's tension-filled music, pulls the viewer into the chaos of war and the struggle for survival. Dunkirk strikingly reflects solidarity, courage, and the resilience of the human spirit. The film focuses on the survival struggle of Polish-Jewish pianist Ladislav Szpilman in Nazi-occupied Warsaw. Szpilman survives the early years of the war and avoids being sent to a concentration camp with his family. However, this escape marks the beginning of a life filled with loneliness, hunger, and constant fear of death. The destruction of the city, the tragedies in the Jewish ghettos, and the brutality of the Nazis form the central themes of the film. With the help of Nazi officer Wilhelm Hosenfeld, Szpilman manages to survive by hiding in an apartment. This story highlights the power of art and the human spirit to survive even in humanity's darkest times. The film opens with the chaotic scenes of the Normandy invasion, realistically conveying the brutality of D-Day to the audience. Captain John Miller and his team are tasked with finding Private James Ryan, the last surviving brother of 4, on the front lines. Ryan's 3 brothers have been killed in action, and America wants to bring the mother's only remaining son back home. Miller and his team question whether the risk of saving one soldier's life is truly worth it. Throughout their journey, they witness how war changes human nature. Miller's leadership and the bonds between the soldiers form the emotional core of the film. When Ryan is found, the meaning of the team's sacrifices is called into question.